Namaskara. Dear all, very happy to introduce you Sister Christine, who is a senior social worker who has vast experience in the field of social work, working with the children, women, downtrodden, less opportunistic in different areas of our country, especially in South Kerala and now in Bidar. She is heading Carmel Seva Trust. Her life itself is with the full of values and dedication to the society. Her works in the area of women and children is immense. So I would like you all to hear, listen and watch her works and her words. So herewith I would like to ask her to say few words in relation to her works, achievements as well as the values in the area of social work, which will definitely guide the young social workers, the budding social workers to inculcate all those things in their life as well as in their career. Sister, can you please?
From the time that I have come to Bidar, that is 21 years ago, I started with the Vocational Training Institute, and I felt that I should visit the neighboring villages. And when I visited, I found all the women not going to work but sit at home and do their work and while away their time. Then I felt from within that I should meet them, visit them often and form some women's groups. I was not even aware of the self-help groups, but somehow or other I felt when the women come together and we plan something for their upliftment, definitely it will work. I prayed and then I was inspired that I must do first in Haradikeri. It was notorious for murder, drinking and robbery. So I brought the women together. They are very, very poor. And I asked them, would you like to help yourself through some means so that you can help others? So they agreed because I was new, and that is also I am from Mangalore. So for them that was a little new things, new adventure like that. So I spoke about this dream of mine to the bishop, and immediately he encouraged me and gave me 2 social workers. And I am not a trained social worker. I have got a very compassionate heart, a concern for the poor, and especially those who cannot think of anything innovative, creative, and something for themselves to come up, knowing that they are Madigas and they are Harijans. They have very low self-esteem of themselves and the inferiority complex. They think they cannot do anything beyond the home limit. So I encouraged them a lot, and I gave them a lot of examples where I worked in Mangalore, Vijayamari Technical Institute. All the young girls who came there gained some skills, and they are working all over India and abroad. They were very poor, and yet because they got a skill, basic skills, they started working and earning and looking after the families, because they felt they can contribute, though they were resisting that what a young girl can do, boys can do. Home people also encourage only the boys. But these girls were challenged by me and said, you can do marvelous things. And so I encouraged them, got them jobs, and they are doing well. So with that experience, I told these women that they can also do, and their girls were all at home, and nobody was ready to marry them because they had taboo, and also the people didn't like the people of Hardike. So I admit them to vocational institute, and their mothers I contacted, and we formed a small group. Like in that village, within no time we were able to form 5 groups, and each of them saved only 10 rupees. And I motivated them to such an extent, they all started working, going to house, seeking for jobs, going as a coolie worker and all, because they had to save money, 10 rupees per week. So they did not want to ask their husbands, and their husbands would discourage them. So after they got approval and a taste for saving, as well as we gave them a lot of input sessions to empower them to make their children go to school and earn some living, so that their drunkard husbands, when they have left them, they have to fend for themselves, and they started earning. And today we started with 5, and when I left, when I was retired, there were 80 groups. And fortunately, God gave me another chance to work in Carmel Seva Trust. And now we have got 33 sanghas for women, 9 sanghas for children, and 6 children's sanghas are saving, 4 men's groups, and we have adopted 9 villages. Now, this is how I went about with a team of social workers who are very, very dedicated. And why it is? Because one is they are working for a trust. Trust means they have got credibility. And in that trust, when they work, they feel their self-esteem also increase. Secondly, they felt they are loved, they are consulted, they are brought together as a team, planned, only they planned. So approved, their plans were approved and followed up, evaluation, all that. But the main thing was the dedication of these social workers. They didn't mind going to faraway places and give their services. They didn't work for money. Salary was very less, and a trust just which I started cannot afford to pay so much. So I had motivated them. Money is not the concern, but important thing is your dedication, your love for women, and to motivate the women to come up in life. The reason is we told the social workers they must be able to tell, to help themselves, to help others, so that both they empower them as well as they empower others. Though they are not educated, but they learned to read and write, they learned to sign, and they got respect in the villages. People came to consult them. They saved money. Many of them started small scale industries like business, and people came to them to buy things, and they sold. They cleared off so much of debt that was there in the family. Children are educated. Today the children have reached even to the graduate level, and they are doing engineering. They have also gone for medical. Because I am here from 21 years, I can see the progress. But what is required is for the social worker, it is not the money that motivates, but the help of helping others is very important without counting the cost. And very few things they keep in mind. They should be courageous. They should be ready to take risks. They should go to offices and district office and seek for help, ask them, take the women there, offer them a memorandum or request, and see to their village that is improved. So they have been doing very well, but there are a few who have not got that enthusiasm, or why should I do let my husband do, or children do, or government do, or the others do. Why should I do? They are also made to wake up from their slumber, and they are also made to work. So another thing what I expected our social workers was always have the credibility. They should not take in their houses tea, coffee, food, because they can always tell them, we have paid for you, we have given you, so who are you to tell us? So that question has not arisen for 21 years. We don't have that complaint or anything. Secondly is very transparent in their accounts or any work that they do. If they tell that they are doing, they should do at a time that they are fixed. So one is transparency, second credibility, third they should be respectful and ask the children or women to be respectful themselves. If they don't have that respect, and if the social workers do not have respect, then there is manipulation, then they are used by others, all that. So that grooming is also very necessary for the social workers, men and women. I don't say they should be rich or they should wear costly dresses. Go simple, unassuming, and they will be attracted to them because they are poor. And the moment you go as a rich person, they will withdraw their all what they want to say, ideas or others, and they will not, they will get frightened. So because they are simple, they are opening themselves. And our social workers go and sit with them, in the sisters as well as social workers, sit in their groups and listen to them. They teach tailoring there, if they want any cooking or anything, they share their expertise. So very important, the social worker not only to go to the group and talk to them, but they should equip themselves with many things so that the women feel confident to come to these to ask for guidance. We don't dole out money, we don't give them anything, but we give them a skill which they can rely upon and work. So intelligence also they should have, the approachability social workers should have, and also a team spirit. Not only one social worker works. I don't send one social worker for the group, I send 3 people so that they put their ideas together. And in a village, instead of one social worker sitting there for 3 hours, they share, 3 people share. One person will look after the women's group, one person will take care of the men's group, and one person takes care of the children. So the time saving, punctuality, and all that is very necessary. And reporting. Once a week we have meetings to find out what are their works. Daily also they tell me what they have done. But weekly we meet together and solve all their problems. I do not solve. I ask them to solve the problems and give suggestions. Others will give them suggestions how to overcome. And they have also got one microcredit scheme, because when they go to the bank, they are given either a large sum of money, 2 lakhs or 1 lakh, which they are not able to pay. And because it is bank, they think they can pay anytime, and also they will forego that responsibility of paying. Whereas if we pay them 20,000 for 10 months, they are regular to pay back and do something. They have to hand over to us a photo and also what they have done, how much they have earned, how much they gained, and share their experience with other women. Those who are there. So what I find is social workers have to play a great role. They are better than, not better, I don't say, they are higher in teaching post, because teaching only limited to school and classroom, and at most when they visit the home. But social workers, they can move about everywhere and help them out when they are in difficulty, and build them up, and capacity building also is very important for that, for the women. So I feel great satisfaction, though I am not a trained social worker. My heart tells me, and I pray and I think every day, what should be done for our women, what should be done for our social workers. So I'm happy in this career, and I'm not taking that as a post where I'm never paid till today, even for social work that I've done, nor vocational courses. For the past 48 years that I worked, I have not even got a 1 paise salary in my hand. I told my congregation I am working for them because I've got everything free. I want to give everything free, but with the responsibility in my hand and teaching them to be responsible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sister.
I suppose
Your
I'm
wonderful words will definitely encourage our young
But I
social
don't know how
workers.
it has come
It
out.
came out very well. Thank you. Thank you,
I
sister.
never
Thank
thought
you
of
so
all
much.
this, but only that.
It came out very well, and your real experiences and the rich experiences will definitely motivate and bring a great change in the young social workers. Thank you, sister.